The ultimate Galaxy S smartphone device from Samsung came out this year and it looks amazing. Samsung Galaxy S10 was launched 9 years after the first Galaxy S was released for sale in June 2010, and yes, it is the 10th generation. This year, Samsung revealed 3 or 4 S10 devices, and today we will look at the bigger brother. This is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus review. The Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus is the biggest device from the S series if we don't look at the 5G version. The logo has the same color as the phone, so I believe that every box has the same color as the phone packed inside. Leave a comment down below if this is the same in your case. Inside the box there is the wall brick, which features Fast Charge 2.0, the USB-A to USB-C adapter, the micro USB to USB-C adapter, the USB cable, the audio headset made by AKG with their e-tips, and the manuals and the pin to open a SIM card tray, which now are placed in the top cover. I never own an S9, but what I can say about this box is that it feels cheaper than the S8 or Note 8 box, which looked more premium. Let's get back to the phone because this looks great. It has a changed design compared to the S9 and the S8, which is due to the screen, but we will get there eventually. The phone has aluminium frame and the back is made of glass, Gorilla Glass 5. At the top it has the microphone and the card slot. It supports dual SIM or SIM and a micro SD card. On the left it has the volume rocker and the Bixby button, which now can be remapped, but you can't get rid of Bixby for good. On the right there is the power button, which sits higher than the previous model. And at the bottom it has the charging slot, USB-C, the speaker and the headphone jack. This is maybe the only premium device that still has the headphone jack, but it might change with the new Note 10 coming out this August. Speaking of the speaker, all the S10 devices have dual sound speaker, one at the bottom and one at the earpiece. On the back, the S10 Plus has 3 cameras, the heart rate monitor and the LED flash. The main camera has a 12 megapixel sensor with a dual aperture of f1.5 or f2.4 and supports optical image stabilization. The second camera also has a 12 megapixel sensor with an aperture of f2.4 with optical image stabilization and is used as a telephoto camera with an optical zoom of 2x. The third camera has a 16 megapixel sensor with an aperture of f2.2 but no optical image stabilization. This is used as an ultra-wide camera and it's the first of its kind to be fitted on a Galaxy S device. I really enjoyed using this camera to capture the wider world using its 123-degree field of vision. Here are some samples. The S10 Plus can shoot videos in 4K at 60 frames per second at a maximum resolution of 3840 by 2160. It can record videos in HDR10 Plus to optimize the contrast and color of each scene. A supported device or service like YouTube is needed to play HDR10 Plus videos correctly. You can use Gallery to convert HDR10 Plus videos to standard dynamic range to share them on sites that don't support HDR10 Plus. The remaining of the modes are the same as the previous version, with the capability of recording super slow motion videos at 960 frames per second. It's easy to switch from a mode to another just by sliding to left or right. The Galaxy S10 Plus introduces a stunning new Infinity O display which wraps perfectly from edge to edge. It is a 6.4-inch display with a resolution of 1440 by 3040 pixels and a pixel density of 522 ppi. This is not as crispy as the normal S10, which has a pixel density of 550 ppi. Samsung uses dynamic AMOLED technology for all S10 devices, and the screen-to-body ratio on the S10 Plus is 88.63%, 0.03% smaller than the S10 screen-to-body ratio. With no home button, no notch for the receiver, and a simple dot opening for the front camera, the S10 Plus offers an uninterrupted viewing experience. The front camera, or should I say the front cameras, because now there are two on the S10 Plus devices, has a 10 megapixel sensor and a second RGB depth camera. I don't actually use the front camera beside video calls. I am not a selfie person. While I tested the camera, I noticed that the colors on the S10 Plus are more vibrant in comparison to the S10, but when I look at the image, I am disappointed because of the poor quality. The picture looks washed out and not as crispy as the one taken with the rear camera. There is the option of switching to a wider degree of field, but doesn't make much difference like the Pixel phone, and this feature is available on all S10 devices. If you are looking to get the S10 Plus for the two front cameras, think twice because the normal S10 can do the same and it's £100 cheaper. The front camera also supports high dynamic range and 4K videos at 30 frames per second. The massive display is covered by Gorilla Glass 6, and it even comes with a screen protector out of the box to safeguard it against life's little accidents. The screen protector is not brilliant. I used the phone for about 2 weeks and it already has marks and scratches on it, but I appreciate that Samsung fitted their flagship with one. Also bear in mind that because of the in-display ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, the S10 doesn't support all of the screen protectors available on the market. Before we dig into the S10 Plus features, let's have a look at the hardware side and what this device can offer. Samsung Exynos 9820 in the UK and Europe, or Qualcomm Snapdragon 855. For the video, it has the Adreno 640 GPU, 8GB of RAM or 12GB of RAM on the souped-up S10 Plus, 128GB of storage as standard, and it can go up to 512 or 1TB, up to 512GB of external storage with micro SD card, 4100 mAh battery, the biggest on the S or Note series to date, Bluetooth 5.0, USB 3.1. With these specs out of the way, let's have a look at the S10 Plus features. As you have noticed, there is no fingerprint reader on the back of the phone. The physical fingerprint reader was moved from the back of the phone to the front using the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner directly into the screen. Samsung claims that it's more secure than the optical fingerprint scanner found on other devices. It is not as fast as one of those, and I can't compare to the speed of a physical fingerprint scanner, like the one on the S10e. That one is super fast. The ultrasonic fingerprint scanner doesn't work all the time, which means that I have to press multiple times to unlock the device. It is frustrating when I have to use the phone quickly and I'm delayed because of this scanner. I register multiple fingerprints for one finger and the result is the same. I strongly believe that the best location for the fingerprint scanner is on the back of the phone. In that case, I can easily unlock the phone while I take it out of the pocket. The iris scanner was removed and the only other option to unlock the screen is by 2D face unlock, which can be hacked by using a photo of the phone's owner. You can also use the passcode or the pattern to unlock the device. Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus is IP68 certified, which means that it's waterproof and can be submerged to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes without any water damage. Intelligent Wi-Fi reaches faster speeds with Wi-Fi 6, connecting reliably and securely even on public networks, and it seamlessly switches to LTE to hit incredible speeds. A new feature is the wireless power share. This gives you the ability to share your phone's power with other devices. For example, you can charge another phone that supports wireless charging, or you can charge any accessory or wearable. I don't suggest to charge other phones just because of the slow speed and the battery size of these devices. Samsung made a lot of marketing for this wireless power share, and I can see being used to charge the Galaxy Buds or the Galaxy Watch, which has smaller battery sizes. Remappable Bixby button. Although Samsung gives us the option to remap this button, we can't get rid of Bixby for good. We can choose what happens when we press the Bixby key. Single press to open Bixby and double press to open other app. or double press to open Bixby and single press to open another app. Going for the second option makes the Bixby key useful. The night mode makes use of that beautiful AMOLED display. It changes the color to black for a better viewing experience and to protect the eyes from constantly bright light. I turn on the night mode ever since I got the phone and I don't plan to turn it off. Plus, the night mode will drain the phone battery slower. My favorite Bixby routines. Intuitive AI makes our life run smoother. Bixby routines suggest frequently used apps and tasks based on time or location to develop a naturally smart experience. In other words, it's like ITTT. If this, then that. I use it quite a lot and I'll give you some examples. When I get to work, Bixby will run some tasks based on the location, like switch to silent, switch on the Wi-Fi. When I connect via Bluetooth to the earbuds, it would automatically open Google Music. Or after 9 p.m, it will turn on the blue light filter. The Galaxy S10 Plus is a great phone that delivers a lot, most of which we don't use in our day-to-day tasks, but it feels good to have all those features at our fingertips. I was a bit disappointed by the quality of the front-facing camera, but the addition of the ultra-wide lens is a massive and well-received addition. The size of the phone is a bit bigger to what we were used to. To give an example, it is a bit smaller than the Note 8, but the screen is bigger, and the in-screen ultrasonic fingerprint reader is slow and not so accurate. Coming from a Note 8, I really miss the S Pen and the physical fingerprint reader that was really fast and accurate, but this is new technology and I believe that it will get better in the future. I enjoyed using the phone so far. The Bixby routines makes my daily life run smoother and the battery keeps me going for nearly 2 days. Sometimes I don't even have to charge it during the weekend, but this depends on how much the phone is used and how. Good job Samsung for delivering such a phone, and I really hope that you don't ditch the headphone jack, like ever. You can find a link to this smartphone in the description below, and I also included the link to the phone cases that I use at the moment. Make sure you buy one to protect your phone from any life's little accidents. My name is Alex and I thank you for watching this review on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I hope you enjoyed it and I really appreciate if you subscribe and like this video. See you on the next one.